afternoon, this is KTJC and we're reporting to you live February 4th, 1817. 3 years ago, we reported that the Treaty of Ghent was signed December 24th in Belgium to end the War of 1812. However, today we come to tell you that the conflict with Great Britain has not been resolved. The ongoing conflict sparked the spring of 1817, when America and British Canada had a disagreement of rights on the Great Lakes. One of the disagreements was fishing rights.
Oh, I caught something! Yes!
Hey man, that doesn't count. You're in American territory.
Oh, are you kidding? This is British Canadian territory. I'm leaving, man. I got my fish.
No way, man.
No! Hey, this is mine.
Hey, give me the fish, man!
No! No, it's mine!
Give me the fish!
No!
Give me the fish!
And another problem was the argument over naval rights. Thankfully, though, the Rush-Bagot Agreement was signed. It limited the power on the Great Lakes for both the U.S. and British Canada. Another treaty, called the Convention of 1818, was signed to give the United States more fishing rights off of the Newfoundland and Labrador.
Bark!
Coast. It set the border between the U.S. and Canada at 49 degrees latitude, as far west as the Rocky Mountains.
I want the boundary over here. But I want the boundary over here. No, I say over here, so over here. But I say it's over there, so over there. Fine. What if we put it at 49 degrees
Latitude!
Which resolved any conflicts with the valuable fur trade issue. Good afternoon, this is KTJC and we're reporting to you live April 19th of 1818. Today, the United States have a dispute over its southern border with Spanish Florida. Secretary of State John Quincy Adams talked with Spanish diplomat Luis de Onís about letting America settle in Florida. Meanwhile, President Monroe, it's James Monroe, who is now reporting live with our on-the-scene reporter, Sally Salem.
Hello, I'm Sally Salem, and I'm here live with James Monroe. So, James, after your election in 1816, how are you feeling about your new presidency?
Fine, but running a country is a large responsibility.
So, what are you doing to secure our nation?
Well, I've sent U.S. troops down to the U.S.-Florida border, and I've elected Jackson to lead them.
For more on the topic, here's Sally Salem.
Hello again, and I'm here with Andrew Jackson. So, Andrew, I hear we're having conflict with the Indians in Florida.
Why yes, the Samoan Indians often help free our slaves and raid U.S. settlements.
Harsh. So, what have you done to prevent this?
Well, I sent some troops into Florida to capture some Samoan raiders, which began the First Samoan War.
So, what happened in the Samoan War?
Well, I took over most of Spain's important military posts. The governor of Florida and I did it without the president's permission.
So, how did America feel about this?
Well, many Americans supported me, but many Spanish leaders were quite upset. How do you like me now? This one's for America.
And that is Andrew Jackson.
In the end, Jackson's presence in Florida convinced Spanish leaders to negotiate the Adams-Onis Treaty, which was signed in 1819 and settled all border disputes between Spain and the United States.
So they'll give us Florida for?
All of Texas and $5 million.
Yes.
No way, are you serious?
There is only one way to solve this.
Rock, paper, scissors!
Yes! That's 2 out of 3.
Rock, paper, scissors!
Oh, yeah. We got this.
Rock, paper, scissors! Yes!
Yes!
I wasn't my fault!
Yes!
You little Spanish.
All right, here's Florida.
Thank you. And here's Texas.
Oh, yep. Thank you.
And $5 million.
All right. Hey, what are you playing at? This is only 4 million.
We had a shortage in money the following year, so the other million is in change. 1, 2, 3.
Americans.
This treaty gave the U.S. East Florida, and in return, we gave Spain $5 million in Texas. Good afternoon, this is KTJC, and we're reporting to you live July 20th, 1821. Recently, most Spanish colonies have declared their independence. Simon Bolivar, called the Liberator, has led many of these struggles. Here's what America said on the topic.
Hello, I'm Sally Salem, and I'm the on-scene reporter. Excuse me, ma'am. So how do you feel about Spain colony's struggle for independence?
Well, it reminded me a bit of the American Revolution, to be honest.
Earlier this year, we reported that Mexico broke away from Spain. President Monroe said he was worried because he didn't want European power to take over the newly independent countries. And he was concerned with Russia's interest with the northwest coast. 16 days ago, President Monroe gave his 4th of July speech.
The United States has been, and will continue to be, friendly with Europe. We do not want war. I support those newly independent countries, but I will not fight their battles.
Britain expressed its concern of the European countries trading with the newly independent countries by coming to the United States in hope of making a joint statement to prevent that. Instead, Secretary of State Adams and President Monroe have started talking about a document that could protect our interests. Good afternoon, this is KTJC, and we're reporting to you live December 2nd, 1823. The Monroe Doctrine has been put into action. It is an exclusive statement of American policy warning European powers not to interfere with the Americas. This included the newly independent Latin Americas. The Monroe Doctrine has 4 basic points. First, the United States will not interfere with the affairs of European nations.
No! Yes! No! Yes! Help me, America!
I really would like to help, but I'm not supposed to interfere with any European affairs, so good luck.
Second, the United States will recognize and not interfere with colonies already existing in North and South America.
This looks like a nice place to become part of the United States.
Hey! I'm already here.
I am so sorry, I didn't even know. Okay, bye.
Third, the Western Hemisphere is to be off limits to future colonization by the foreign power.
Ew! The Western Hemisphere! And what a fun place to conquer!
I'm sorry, ma'am, you can't be here.
Shut!
Fourth, the United States will consider any European powers attempt to colonize or interfere with any nation in the Western Hemisphere to be a hostile act.
I think I'm gonna colonize right here.
I don't think so! Get out! Get home! Get out, you foreign enemy!
That's all for KTJC. Funding for this program is made possible by viewers like you.
Thank you.